Hey, good morning, folks. This is AJ, and we are here in Lynchburg at First Baptist Church of South Lynchburg, and we're going to be installing that all-in-one system that we recently did in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel, we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you like what we're doing here, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com. Link is in the description. So like I said, we are here at First Baptist Church of South Lynchburg, and we're going to be installing that all-in-one system, as well as trying to find out some routes on where to pull this SDI cable to connect the fellowship hall all the way up, including the two monitors that are going to be inside the sanctuary. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably going to have to come back here again because I had a car full of stuff and I didn't have enough room for my ladder. So we have two, I think two, I hope not three, but I was told I have to hang two TVs and put the mounts on the wall. I want to see how high up that's going to be, because I think if it's like 22 feet or 26 feet or something like that, I don't have the ladder. Okay, mister, let's... So anyway, I don't know how high up these are going to be, where they want these to be placed. So depending on where it is, I might not be able to put those up today. Also, it all depends on, I need to mainly find the route to run these cables from downstairs. I don't know if I have to drill through brick, drill through floor, all this other stuff. So the main thing is I'm going to set up the cameras, set up the computer, set up all that. That's the easy stuff. And then the routing, I might have to come back for that if I can't get all that stuff knocked out today. But that's what we got going on. And then once we finish this, we're going to be heading over to another project here that's that direction, maybe about like 5 miles, and we're going to be finishing up another church that we've been doing here maybe 3 weeks ago. So anyway, let's get all this stuff inside and let's go. All right, so let's see. I got the whole church to myself, so that's why I have not donned my mask. So this is one of the TVs that are going to be mounted up there, and obviously my ladder is not tall enough to get that, at least the one that I have with me today. So I'm going to be coming back to that, but we got to see where we're going to run this. I'm probably going to run these SDI cables across the baseline up to where it needs to go. Also, going to be running from the sound back here. The new sound system here, I need to do an output, which I'm probably going to use one of these aux outputs. I need to route that back so we can get sound into the system. So plan this out properly, but most of the stuff is going to be pretty simple. I need to find a way downstairs. Hopefully I don't have to drill a hole in the floor. I will if I have to, but I want to find the easiest way to get down here. So let's see. I might have to get back with them to see exactly where this is if I don't find it. All right, so we're going to be coming back here, and I hope they didn't want me to mount anything here because I only had two mounts. They told me to get two mounts. Maybe the other mount needs to be down here. I don't know. But I thought they were going to have two in the sanctuary. This TV, is highly unlikely this is going to work without some type of converter on it. But it does have a drop ceiling, so this could be kind of easy to find a way to get there. But let's go ahead and set up the main stuff, hook it up to that TV that is on the floor, make sure everything is working, and then we will go from there. we got everything set up so far. It looks like the electrical outlet up here at the front, that outlet right here that I had mocked up just for the TV, that outlet doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to move this over. I also had to borrow an extension cable, another surge protector. I strapped this on here, which now that I think about it, I shouldn't have done that, because I'm actually gonna buy a surge protector for up here. Because the power cable for the camera is really short. So instead of having this sitting on a table, or I could set it on the table, either one, have it there. I have this mock-up. Pastor Hutchinson just came by. I don't know if he was on the video or not, but he's liking what's going on. Like I said, I need to come back here and remount this. Now, one thing, let me take this off the stand and let me show you a little issue that I came across. So I had this Cat 6 shielded that I had left over from 5th Street, and I was going to use that because it's 200 feet of cable that's already terminated and connected to the router, which they showed me a couple of months ago when they showed me where the sound system and all that other fun stuff is, which is another issue. So they have it right here, but does anybody notice the issue here? The issue is this router is connected just to the sound system. It's not connected to the internet at all. That yellow cable is going to the sound system so that it can be connected to over Wi-Fi, but it has no internet signal. So me connecting here does nothing. So I'm going to run, most likely, I'm going to use the shielded cable to broadcast the sound over this, unless I can find another way to do it. If they have a long XLR cable, maybe I'll run it back that way, but to connect to the sound. But what I'm going to do is connect this to the router that's right over there. So I'm just going to run a cable behind here and run it up so that this has an internet connection. If they don't want that, I'm just going to pull this down, run that blue cable back up under here, or a fresh cable, and run it up over here. So what I think I'm going to do is punch a hole through here, run the cable through here, which will come into the choir stand down here somewhere, and run it across the baseboard and then all the way back. I'm still trying to figure out which way I'm going to do that, or I could just run it all the way across here, up and over. Rather not do that. I'd rather come across here to probably the back of the choir stand, come down, up and over that arch, and then, or actually on the baseboard, kind of like at my church, and just run all the way back here to the computer. So that's what I got to do, but I need to get a surge protector, and see, I need something like that, but that's tacked into this. So I need to get 2 surge protectors to replace the one that I put here beside the key that I took from the keyboard, as well as back there. And honestly, it looks like I need to actually get 4, because I have no idea how they were planning on getting power to these TVs that are going to be mounted up here. So 1, 2, 3, and might as well get a 4th one for the back. So that's what we're going to do, but I need to get some power to this, and I want to test out to make sure we're getting the signal, because the SDI splitter is getting everything. This is a leftover 100-foot SDI cable that I had at my church, so I've had this for, 5 years? So I need to find somewhere to get power to test this out, or just move the TV over to that side. All right, so I moved it over here, so let's see. Can we get an image? Everything is powered up. Yep, and there we go. There's the Windows desktop. So awesome. And it looks like they already had the TV on the Wi-Fi. So let's see. I'm gonna pull some cable, and I need to move this because this is for TV number 2 here. And they have, I might actually use that if possible. No, actually I can't use that. So that's good. We got an image. I need to get an internet connection so that I can test out Worship Extreme and get an image on the screen. And I have more than enough slack left in this cable. So like I said, I'm gonna run this up over there, go it around. I might even have enough room to come around this area right here, and then come back across this baseboard and go up to where the TV is supposed to be, about right there. Still need to figure out how to get a cable downstairs, but I told them I might have to come back for round 2 for that one. Got some extra HDMI cables left over. So what I'm gonna do most likely is repurpose these, because I think pretty much I was telling the pastor, that TV downstairs is pretty old. So most likely they could get a good 50-inch or smaller for a cheaper price, and that would be more than capable, even a 4K TV, be more than capable to have it downstairs instead of spending $155 for a converter to scale it down to 720. Why spend $155 when you can spend maybe double that and get a TV, a more updated TV for that? So what we're gonna do now is, we need to scoot up one of these chairs. And we got our setup here. So what we wanna do is, are we gonna get an image here? So the idea, let's open up OBS here, and it puts it on the wrong monitor. Hold on. All right, so we're right here, and I'm not getting an image. I think that might be because of this cable. So let's switch this cable out. Well, actually, hold on. Let's test. Are we getting a signal? Because I don't know if it's my. Well, I know the coupler works, but I'm not getting an image. Yeah, so let's change out that Ethernet cable, HDMI cable with the extra one that I have. All right, so I guess it's just that HDMI cable wasn't cool because I got a signal now. I don't know why it's still doing 1080i. Let's switch this over to 1080p. Set up. Hold on, I guess my fingers are in the way. Set up. HDMI, let's do 1080p and just lock it instead of being at auto. All right, there we go, 1080p, 5994. And I think I have the mic. Oh, yeah, the mic is on. It's pulling audio from the camera. But like I said, what we're gonna do is bring the sound from the sound system back. Now I have that shielded cable. I might actually use that to send the audio back here, and I need to remove the timestamp from that camera. But anyway, let's test this out here. So the idea is we're gonna do full screen, and that makes it easy to know which one is which, Blackmagic. And now, as you can see, zip, zip, there is our super crystal clear image. Awesome, and this is coming through OBS, and as you can see me, I'm on here. So cool. So we know this is gonna work as long as the TV support this. We got an awesome image. Let's take care of that date off of here, and we'll go from there. Hey folks, so we are back at First Baptist South Lynchburg, where we're gonna be finishing up some stuff. Pretty much they got the second TV. I got my taller ladder with me, and the plan is, let me swing this around, is we're gonna be mounting a TV right there, a TV right there. I need to make sure, because I know we were talking about 3. I don't know if one needs to go back here, but I'm gonna confirm that before I start drilling holes and all this other stuff. We got all the rest of the cabling that I'm gonna be mounting and going around up and over this way and vice versa with this way. And honestly, technically, I could just come out, SDI out, loop out, and only have to run one cable up to the front, which I may do since I have a smaller cable. But we shall see. I like having the individual lines coming in, so there's so if one unit fails, the other TV will work. Not that I foresee that. Also, in this back corner over there, we're going to drill a hole through that wall, run internet from the router that's back here in the pastor's office, up and around, down here and back to the computer. Also, I got XLR cable that we're gonna be running sound back here as well too. So, all right, just got off the phone with them just to confirm both TVs are going in the front. Need to do a little cleanup. I think I'm gonna do the internet stuff first and knock out everything over here and maybe run the cables, because that will be the easiest thing to get out the way first, because we gotta run both cables on both sides. And then I also have to figure out how to get downstairs. I might even see if I can drill through the floor in that back corner, because about from here, right here is about where that booth is, if not on this side. So I just need to find out the location. But anyway, I'll bring you back in when we have some more results. I need to turn the lights on in here. It has been a long night. I came back here after having to head back home and been here since 3 in the morning. It is now 8. But as you can see, we have our TV up. We got our cables run. TV number 2, cables run. Everything back there running back to the sound. Everything across the bottom of the floor here. Back to the back. We have our SDI splitter right there. Our Panasonic camera. This is just temporary. I actually converted this from an HDMI going into the Decklink mini recorder, 4K. I actually got an HDMI to SDI because they wanted a long cable so that they can pull the camera outside if need be. So I just have an HDMI to SDI converter here, and I have 100 feet of SDI cable just left over if they ever want to take the camera outside. It's more than enough slack to get it out there. As you can see, we have OBS running that can capture everything. I just didn't bring it up. Have Worship Extreme on here. This is going to act as monitor number 2, but inside of OBS, we come over here and we right click and we do full screen to the Blackmagic. That is how we get our image on the screens up here. I know probably the first thing when they come and see this, they're probably gonna be like, man, we should have went with like 75-inch screen TVs. I'm glad they didn't, because I was mounting these by myself, which was fun to say the least. But like I said, I'm gonna come back because I still need to connect the TV downstairs. But the one thing is somebody ran cable back beyond this the utility box, which I am not going to do. And there's a hole down here somewhere that feeds this down into the basement, into the fellowship hall. What I'm going to do when I come back is cut a hole here, have a receptacle here, and come down and run this extra SDI cable downstairs. But I need somebody here to help spot me where the line is, because it's way too much electrical in this wall for me to do this by myself. Blind at least. So we're going to come back, and plus anyway, there's no point in me running this because the TV downstairs doesn't even have HDMI in, so there's no way for me to even test this right now. So I have all the supplies here. I know this looks like a mess, but pretty much after seeing what they're going to do, seeing all the equipment, what's going to happen is they're thinking about actually enclosing this whole area, take the chairs out, and that's going to be the media booth, so everything can be locked in place and all this other stuff, which will make this a lot easier. Good thing is I did run a line from the router, so we can put a switch back there so multiple devices can be connected. But I think this came out very well. Also, this was the other SDI cable that I'm running all the way to that TV. Have massive amounts of room to grow. We're only going to be using 3 out, so we still have 5 more. And I think that's about it. And I need to hurry up and get out of here because they actually had a wedding rehearsal yesterday. And the wedding is going to be at 6 o'clock. So I got this knocked out. I got about 3 hours of sleep, and then we're going to be heading over to another church across town to finish up a bigger install, similar to this, but about maybe 3 times bigger than this. And then also we're going to be training their media ministry. So that's about it. So I hope y'all like this. Thank y'all so much. First Baptist Church of South Lynchburg. We will be back to help train them, get some other stuff. So this is a good foot in the door to get started. They have the ability to live stream, which I didn't test. I need to test the speed of the internet here. But everything is set up, wired to do everything. They have a great camera. They just need to find a place of where they need to do and set up everything. So I know I'm gonna have to be back just to get the mindset and the workflow for them and to train them. So but everything is in place. I'll be back to run the line downstairs, and I think that's it. So if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. And I want to give a shout out to all the patrons who helped make this video possible. Their names on the screen right now. And you can become a patron as well if you like what we're doing here for as little as $1 a month, with the link below. So this is AJ, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we will see you on the next video. Later.